Hello, and welcome to my thoughts while standing in the queue. The other day, I was standing outside a sex shop, marveling at the numbers of people going in and out of the place when I realized it's a new world. The way we coupled when I was young was a long, slow, and agonizing process. It all started with the young man, always a young man, because we didn't admit that we were gay, a young man asking a young lady to go with him to an ice cream parlor and have some ice cream or some tea and cake. They would do this several times until they got to know each other, and then the young man would be invited over to the young lady's house. The mother, the girl's mother, would then give him tea and cookies a few times and eventually invite him over for dinner, and then he would gather up the courage to ask the young lady to go out on a date to a movie or a dance. The mother would be absolutely sure that either there was an adult present or another couple so that the girl would not get caught or be violated in some unexpected way. After 3 to 4 dates where they went to movies or to these dances, he would kiss her on the lips. If she liked it, the dating would continue. If she didn't like it, the romance would end right then. As the dating continued, the caresses became hotter and heavier, but there was no real hanky-panky until there was a commitment with a ring, china, silver, and a wedding date. That's how it was done then. This idea is so patently ridiculous in this day and age that nobody even considers it or thinks about it. Nowadays, you get tagged on a dating site, you go out, you have sex, and then you introduce yourself. As a matter of fact, there was a study that said that 44% of all men have had sex with people that they don't know. They don't know their names. 22% have gone on orgies where they don't know a single person there, and 15% have paid for sex because they don't want to bother trying to talk someone into doing it for nothing. It's a different world. And I always say that for my part, even living in today's world, I still need to know the guy's name before I drop my knickers and let him in. It's just the way I am. So I recommend to all you young ladies that you get their business card before you go to bed with them. That way, if you wake up with a strange itch or a funny-looking rash, you have a telephone number to call. And should he create a third party inside you, you can file a paternity suit. That's what happens if you know their name. You can't do that when you have sex with a total stranger. However, there's an advantage to not knowing who you're sleeping with if you're a man and you catch the woman and she becomes pregnant. That way, she can never, ever find you. So sometimes I think there are pluses and minuses to this modern way of thinking.